Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklarbro Country, the virus edition, aka the Panty Pods.
AKA the Sklar Star Shorts Splars.
No, that does not do it. AKA two guys, hush, hush, how do I? AKA two men, one Afghan between them. AKA two Sklarantines, one quarantine.
AKA two bros, no garden hose. AKA two Jews, no harm and killabrews. AKA two guys, no lies.
Yep, here we go, guys.
Let's get into this.
Let's jump right on in,
All right,
shall we?
It's been a while since Randy and I have been on the road. I certainly miss it.
Me too.
I've been walking my neighborhood and listening to old Finding the Funnies, or which became Sklars and Stripes, which if you're on Audible, I highly recommend. Pick up that audiobook. There's such a joy in us traveling this country with Scott Rogowski and creating comedy.
Yeah, rags.
I love, it makes me want to exercise because I listen to like one episode over the course of one thing. It's the best thing in the world. So it's been a while since we've been to Buffalo, which was the first place we shot sort of a
Little sizzle
pilot.
which ultimately became the thing that sold the pilot to the Travel Channel.
That's right. And I want to start by saying we were pleasantly surprised about how fun Buffalo was.
Those people had civic pride, man.
They had so much civic pride. They were, more proud of their favorite wing joints than their own children. We said this when we were there. You could insult somebody's baby. You could call that baby ugly.
It's like, your baby's ugly, man.
And the parents would be like,
yeah,
like I know.
Whatever.
But it's like, it's freezing 8 months out of the
You
year.
won't see the baby's
He'll be
face.
bundled up. You
You
just
won't
see
see
the
the
nose.
baby's
It's
face.
fine. And then in the next sentence, you could be like, hey, we're thinking about going over to the Anchor Bar and getting some wings. They'd be like, what?
Go to Gabriel's Gate.
Why would you do that to me?
You go to Gabriel's Gate.
No, go to Duff's. And then it's like an argument about that.
Duff's?
It's insane.
Why would you do that to me?
We also found out that Rick James was buried in Buffalo. Had
Which is
no
the
idea about
weirdest
that.
thing ever.
That should be, we said, on
Like,
a
we sh-
sign on the airport when you come right in. Welcome to Buffalo. Rick James is buried here.
Bitch.
That'd
be great. That'd be
you know.
the best sign on any airport ever. That'd be so cool.
The other thing we noticed when we were in Buffalo was a lot of drunk people.
Yes.
A lot of drunk people.
A lot of drunk people
That's most of Buffalo. They were
wandering the streets.
looking to fight each other.
Yeah, we wanted to come up with, like, this was at the very beginning of Tinder. We wanted to come up with a fight Tinder, called Rumbler.
Yeah, I think someone else called it Rumbler, but we wanted to come up with
Rumble?
No, we called it Fight Tinder.
Fight Tinder.
Someone else later had that idea after us.
Yeah.
This was many, many years ago. So we
Right.
came up with Fight Tinder.
Yep. Just matches two guys or women in an
To
area.
help find each other, because it's sometimes it felt like that guy's ornery and he's looking for a fight. Then we turn the corner, go down the street, and be like,
This guy's looking for a fight. Why can't we match the two of them up together?
And then, in your profile, you can say, hey, look, I just got out of a 3-year long fight with my ex-wife.
I just got fired from my job.
I'm not looking for a big fight, maybe a 3-minute scuffle or something like that. You want to match with someone, you get matched, and then you can text them and you can be like, hey, you uppity?
There you go.
In that context,
Let's get into our first
let's
story.
get into this.
Get into it.
Brawling and fighting, man, it's so pervasive up there. And
It
drinking.
really is.
Even in the time of COVID, a local Supreme Court justice for the state of New York, got into the fray. According to the neighbors and video footage, there's actually video
Let's go to the
footage.
videotape.
State Supreme Court Justice Mark Grisante.
Yeah.
I don't want to generalize, but he sounds like he's in the Sopranos.
Grisante.
The Grisantes.
Grizz.
This is like a scene from Goodfellas.
Grizz.
Right?
Okay.
Grisante and his wife assaulted their neighbors.
So the husband and wife that assault together are probably going to stay together.
If you fight together, you stay together.
That's
So they assaulted the neighbors over a truck, the neighbor's truck that they felt was parked in front of their house. If only Grisante was aware of the law and able to use his power
He's a Supreme
and
Court
connections
justice.
to peacefully yet legally remove the truck from in front of its house.
No,
Yes.
he had to resort to the one thing that he knows how to do, which is fight.
Okay. He might not be a Supreme Court judge for long.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry. I'm not judging judges, but if you are a judge of even a small claims court,
If you're a judge on a TV show,
you you have to not fight people in
You
public.
got to live your life to a higher standard. I'm sorry.
If you're Aaron Judge, I would say, man, just try hard to live clean if you can right now.
Mike Judge is one of the nicest people that we know.
How about this? At least don't assault your neighbors.
Yeah.
Over anything. All right.
Certainly over a truck that's parked out in front of your house.
Although I do have to say this, Rand, in watching the video, it was kind of fun to see like a fighting video between
Two people,
four
who
white people.
Yeah, who normally don't fight.
Right. So, but it's 4 white people.
Yep.
There's no cop beating someone up.
No.
It's just people fighting
White
each
on
other.
white crime.
White on whites, and it kind of felt good. So apparently Grisante and his wife entered the driveway of Gina Melee and her husband. Wait, her name is Melee.
They're getting into a melee with the Melees?
Of course she's going to mix it up. She's
That's
a Melee.
right. That's right.
According to Melee, I'm just pronouncing it that. It's M-A-E-L-E.
Mealy.
Melee, the Grisantes were very intoxicated. There's a surprise.
Grisantes.
That
It's not like
strikes me
they had one-
odd in Buffalo that people would be wasted.
They had one too many Grisantes at dinner.
Folks, Maria Grisante.
Would you like to come over to the house for a little Grisante? Grisante is like a really, really alcoholic version of grappa.
Yeah. It is a pre-meal grappa. So Maria Grisante. Maria Grisante was quoted as saying, ask the neighbors about it.
The neighbors you beat up or other
No,
neighbors?
I think she's assuming the other neighbors.
Oh, other neighbors.
They know what happened. That's what she says. They know, they got it.
They know to keep their mouths shut. Or
and then
else-
she said, ask them. I don't care what the video shows.
You don't care what the video shows.
The video shows
That's
you
it.
acting like a drunk animal and
That's
beating
right.
someone up.
That's right.
My guess is that the fight started about the truck, and then the melee said that their favorite wing spot was Duff's.
What?
So, no, I'm kidding. That's not what but how bad? Fight Tinder.
Fight Tinder. We could have
They
settled
found
it.
each other.
We could have paired the Grisantes up with another couple, and they could have fought it out and swung a little bit.
By the way,
They're actual swingers.
This is not theirs.
Taking swings at each other. Yeah, taking swings at each other.
This isn't the first time that Mark Grisante has mixed it up in public.
But he's still a Supreme Court justice. I seem to remember a story about this.
At a casino in Niagara Falls in 2012, he got into a scuffle with members of the Seneca Nation of Indians.
Of course he did. Who is this guy?
He was a Republican state senator at the time.
Of course he was.
There you go.
Of course he was.
He seems like a good guy.
Sure.
Then the melee said that this isn't the first time they've gotten into it with the Grisantes.
Yeah.
And every time Mark Grisante has threatened to use his political influence to punish them.
Of course he did.
And you know what? This is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
This guy's, I think he should go to jail for this.
Of course.
And I think they should make him wear his judge robe in jail.
You will get pounded, sir.
And
You
then
you'll have a gavel to your nuts.
And then make him eat Anchor Bar wings or whatever his least favorite wings are until he dies.
What?
Or until he throws up all over the place. That's a public official.
Did you watch the video?
I watched the video.
Was there crazy punches thrown?
You know, the video is taken from kind of far away, but yeah, they're mixing it up in the street.
How old are these people? 60s, 70s,
40s, 50s, 60s.
40s?
Maybe 50s. I don't know. They're not young. It's not 20s. This guy's a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah.
It was
Insanity.
It was insanity over a truck that's parked in front of your house.
Yeah.
Now, look, I get it. If someone parks their truck in front of your house and you don't want it there, but you're a Supreme Court judge.
Yeah.
Call up at the local city tow and
That's
tow
right.
their truck.
Tow the truck.
Make
There you
them
go.
pay for it. Be
That's
like,
right.
sorry, man, I
Hey,
told you
man.
to move it. Or you say, I'm telling you to move this truck or I will have it towed. And then you give them a chance.
Yeah.
And then you move. You don't fight them.
No.
These are drunk animals. That's who they are. People are going nuts. Nuts in the streets in Buffalo.
Yep.
That's story number one.
Fight Tinder, man. We got to get.
We gotta
this
make
couple.
Fight Tinder happen.
We got to make it happen. We got to get
Someone else called it Rumbler.
All right, so we'll call it something else.
Fight Tinder.
Fight Tinder. All right, guys, let's take a break. When we come back on the other side of this, another story. This is just so fun. I love doing this show. Love that we're getting a chance to do it for you. Hope you're enjoying it, and we'll be right back.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We want to remind people. Look, thank you for everyone who has been supporting us through this whole process. Who voted for us the first time on the show.
Tournament of Laughs.
Tournament of Laughs. We appreciate you guys for that. thanks for everyone who's subscribed to our YouTube page and is watching videos on there.
Yeah.
We may have to take some things down for a little bit until the end of next month.
Then we'll put it back
and
up.
We'll throw it back up again. Just stay with us. Stay involved. We'll put in the full episodes of these on video. It's a fun watch. I will say
It's a great
that.
watch.
It's cool to watch it.
And I'm enjoying it. We're at Sklar Brothers on Instagram. Go check out some of the clips that we put up. But if you're listening to this show, you know what it is.
Okay, let's get into this story.
Sure.
This is a fun little story about a Florida woman and cops, and this doesn't involve coronaviruses. This doesn't involve protests.
So it's just Florida people being
Florida people, and we'll probably maybe this might pop up someday on
Dumb People Town.
on Dumb People Town, but it just I don't know. It felt like it. We want to give you that break on this show as well. You know what I mean?
I got
So, and this is just Florida in all of its glory. It gives us hope in a weird way that someday the world will go back to this simple time of simple stories of people
just
being stupid.
stupidity in the panhandle.
It will go back to what we'll simply call Florida normal.
Okay.
Like
Florida.
there is something like a Florida baseline.
Let's get
normal.
to Florida normal, which for any other region is insanity.
Terrifying. So to me, Florida normal, this story reminded me, if I can make an analogy,
Sure, do it.
to the plant in the boot in Wall-E.
Yeah.
Okay? Proof that like crazy can grow again.
Yeah, we can still
can grow crazy
through
again.
this sidewalk of cement of
And all the
shame.
garbage, we can still grow crazy again.
Okay.
All right. Florida woman was arrested for misusing 911. So she basically called the cops on herself.
Right.
Well,
911 needs to be clear for other purposes.
kind of. All right.
Okay.
Florida woman was arrested for calling 911 4 times.
Okay.
So she could ask them to give her a ride to another city.
This is not Uber.
Is that how it works?
This is 911 is not call a Lyft. Get the app.
Maybe this is the best argument for defunding the police.
That's right.
So that they don't have to deal with this stupid
You
shit.
don't want to talk to this person. Send her a Lyft.
As soon as her phone number comes up on 911, it should be transferred to a mental health line,
Get a counselor on
a
this.
detox center,
Lyft,
or send her
Lyft
to
or
Uber.
That's what I said.
And I know that there's no call center at Uber. I know that. I know.
Create an Uber
Create a call
center.
center so that person just goes on the app and calls her and gets it for her.
There you
'Cause
go.
there's no human way that this woman is going to figure out how to go into
By
an
the way,
app.
charge this woman. Charge her.
I highly doubt you can figure out the app. So have someone else do it for
That's
her.
right.
Uber call center for crazy people. Sarah Alema,
She's got herself an Alema.
right, called the emergency line at 2:45 a.m. So
Great
that
time
tells
to call.
you all you need to know. This is the end of
This has been bubbling all night.
since 6 p.m. when
That's
she
right.
started drinking.
That's
all
right.
She said hello and then hung up.
Like it's an old boyfriend.
Right.
And she's in 7th grade.
Or maybe she had second thoughts,
Yeah.
or maybe she doesn't know how phones work.
Maybe she got a Boost mobile phone and it just dropped the call.
I'm
even
sure.
though she had all 5 of her bars.
I'm sure it's like
Okay,
a
fine.
burner. Like she
Exactly.
only has like a better call
Nokia
Saul burner.
Pebble.
All right.
Yeah.
Officers went to the location of the call and couldn't find anyone.
Okay. So they're treating it like it's serious.
Right. Well, they have to.
Of course.
And I'm happy that they did. Then she called again at 3 a.m. and got disconnected. I think it's her phone. It's got to be her phone.
Definitely her phone.
Then-
she does not get coverage anywhere. I mean, she has
Anywhere.
never, ever gotten coverage.
No, this is a woman who hasn't gone through one single phone call without having to call back.
No coverage.
Okay. She said, then the officers found her in a hospital parking lot. And then she said she called them because she needed a ride. But like, hey, I'm saying, look, she's in.
She got to the hospital.
If I'm the cops, and tell me if this is what you think they should do.
Walk her to.
No, drive her around for like 20 minutes. Just go in circles, show her where she is,
Yeah.
and then drive her back
Drive
to
back
the
to the
same
hospital. To the ER.
Drive her to the right, to the same spot she just was.
Or if there's a mental health hospital.
Hey, look where we arrived.
Hey,
got
we
her to the
made
ER.
it. We went the
Yay.
long way. We went the long way.
So the officers told her explicitly, you cannot use 911 unless it's an emergency.
And I'm sure that sunk into her. And I'm
did.
sure she understood it.
It did, because she walked away and then she called 911 on that officer because he was being mean to her.
No.
She wanted to complain about it.
No.
Defund the police so they don't have to deal with this crazy nut job.
Are you serious? She called 911 on this guy.
Apparently, this officer didn't give her, what she wanted, which was a taxi ride.
Yeah.
An Uber
a
ride.
taxpayer-sponsored Lyft.
So officers told her to stop calling. So she did the only logical thing that a
She
Florida woman
stopped
could
calling.
do. She called a 4th time.
Oh, my God.
She called a 4th time. All right. At this point,
Yeah.
they picked her up and they gave her a ride to the police station.
Of
So
course.
did she win? On some level,
She got a ride.
Get a ride.
She got a ride.
She's wearing bracelets.
Hey,
she got a ride in bracelets.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
I don't know. I'm surprised she didn't call 911 with her only phone call from jail.
That would have been amazing. That would have been the ultimate
commitment to your crazy craft, as we like to call it.
would have been the ultimate middle finger to 911.
I'm calling you again.
That
Defund the police. They don't have to deal with this.
Yeah, I don't want my police dealing with this whole issue right here.
No.
Why should they? Like someone else
This is someone that needs to be dealt with,
right?
but not you.
And handled in a very different way than a physical way. Don't you agree?
I agree.
That's not what 911 is for. And by the way, the 911 people don't want to deal with
No,
this.
they do not.
They see this number calling in and it's like someone's
boy.
like, you gotta.
They
You know what
fight
I mean?
for who's going to take it.
No, they fight for
fight
who,
for who-
doesn't
yeah.
want it.
Right.
I can't, but you're not on the phone. Cheryl,
Yeah.
get it.
I know. I'm busy right now.
You're busy?
I'm meditating.
You what?
I'm
you can't
doing
be
my own
meditating right now.
I'm on break.
I can't take this call.
How many people said I'm on break?
I'm on break.
When that,
number came
popped
back.
up?
I'm on break.
I'm on
I
break.
can't deal with this.
I'm on break.
I'm on break. That would have been the best if she called back at that last
I would have
moment.
loved it. All right, that's it. Fun little story. That's a show. Tight show, but it's worth it. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for supporting. Go punch a water faucet, then wash your hands off.
Stay connected, stay protected, don't get infected. Again, we are trying to double up on these shows and record many in days so that we can have them sprinkle out over the next week when I'll be out of town.
Correct.
Just want to keep trying to give you content. That's how we do what we do. We love you guys, and thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da-da.